Hey guys, and welcome to my revamped Waterfiends guide for all combat styles in 2018. Hope you guys found the guide helpful and enjoy. Now first I'm going to get into some general information about the Waterfiends. They don't have any requirements really, but I do recommend you have 70 plus combat stats in either ranged, magic or melee. They have 8,000 life points and are level 107 combat. The experience you get per kill is 934.2. and you get 308.2 constitution experience or hit points. So the equipment XP per kill or invention experience for your weapon and armor is 56 for the Mayhand weapon, 37 and 18 for the armor and offhand. The Slayer experience per kill if you do kill them on task is 335 per kill. Now you can find the Waterfiends in a few places around Runescape, but today we're going to be focusing on the ones in the Ancient Cavern, which only has one small requirement. The requirement being 35 fire making and the completion of a tiny mini quest called Barbarian Training. You do this by going to the auto NPC as seen in the video, and you can get here by using the games necklace and teleporting to the Barbarian Outpost. If you don't know how to do this, just Google a guide. It's pretty simple and takes around 5 minutes to do. Now there aren't that many useful things or items you can use to your advantage at Waterfiends, but I'll name a few. The Charming Imp to pick up the charms or crush any charms that you do not need. Waterfiends are great crimsons per hour and you can get up to 500 crimsons per hour here. The Ferocious Ring, which is a Slayer ring you get from a drop in Curdle's dungeon. It's pretty useful as it can teleport you to Curdle, which is pretty much located in the Ancient Cavern, and then you can just go downstairs and kill the Waterfiends from there. Auras like Vampirism and Penance are very useful here as they heal your life points or give you back prayer for the damage that you take. Overloads are obviously very useful as they are the best potion in the game, and if you have them you might as well use them. The same goes for curses. If you have Soul Split, it will help you survive here and make it a lot easier. Now in a few clips you'll see me using a corruption effect, which is called the Corruption Shot for range and the Corruption Blast for magic. You can buy both of these abilities from the Grand Exchange by buying the Mazcab ability codex and unlocking either the Corruption Shot or Blast ability. Do keep in mind that it requires 70 in the required skills, so for Corruption Shot it would be 70 range to unlock the ability. Now there are also a lot of useful familiars. There are BRB familiars like the War Tortoise and Spear Terrorbird, and there are also healing familiars like the Bunyip, which AFK heals you pretty much, and there's a Unicorn Stallion which uses scrolls that can also heal you at 88 summoning, and you can also use DPS familiars like Nihils or Steel Titan at 99 summoning. I'll leave a few clips in the video with the summoning level requirements so that you can see for yourself. Now before I get into the setups for magic, melee and ranged, I want to show you guys how to get there if you didn't know already. You teleport there using a games necklace which you can buy from the Grand Exchange, and you choose the teleport option Barbarian Outpost. Then you walk up the mountain and go to the whirlpool and click the whirlpool to go inside. Yet again this requires the Barbarian mini quest to be complete. First off, the magic setup. Now you will notice a similarity between the setups in just a bit, especially the inventory, but you know, it's just a general example. So, the magic setups both have subjugation armor. I didn't choose any higher or lower tier armor because this is one of the best armors to use at Waterfiends. As it does not degrade, it has a decent magic bonus and a decent defense bonus. You can also use Ganodermic or Arims if you wish to, or even Anima Core armor. Now the best in slot item for a normal player is the Kiln Cape for magic, unless you have the Completionist Cape of course, but why are you watching this guide if you have the Comp Cape? A good amulet is the Blood Fury as it heals you from the monsters around you, and it does also do damage against them, but it is quite expensive. You can also use a Amulet of Glory instead. The ring is a Ring of Fortune. You can use a Berserker ring or a Seer's ring or any other ring. You don't have to use that one specifically, but it's a good one to use. As for weapons, use anything 70 plus, so an Aram Staff, Crystal Staff as seen on the left, Staff of Light to the right, which saves runes by the way, or an Armored Battle Staff, or Veritas Wandenburg, stuff like that. Pretty much any magic weapon over level 70. Now for the inventory, I chose Super Prayer Renewals to give you back your prayer. It lasts you quite a while with 6 full doses of flasks, and you want to be praying magic while killing the Waterfiends. And 1 Grand Defense and Magic Potion to boost your stats a bit and to make it a bit easier to kill them. Other than that, this is a general example, so you don't have to use this. This isn't the best setup, but it's a general example. As you see in the video, there's a clip of me killing them with the tier 70 Crystal Staff and Subjugation Armor. As you see, they're quite easy to kill. You can copy my bar if you wish to, or you can make your own bar. It's pretty straightforward to make a simple bar. You want your thresholds to be used as often as you can. And if you do not know how to get the kiln cape, by the way, I have a guide on my channel, which I'll link in the description and in the card section. I just wanted to get that out there because the capes are very worth getting if you have the requirements, of course. Now, even with 99 magic, you might see me splash here and there with the tier 70 staff. You might encounter this problem yourself while killing them. That's because the defense of the Waterfiend is quite high, but do not worry, they're still pretty easy to kill. As for the melee setup, it's again generalized. You can use better weapons if you have them. As for the armor, I chose Bandos, which is the tier 70 non-degradable power armor. That's for the boots, gloves, legs, chest and helmet. For the cape, a kiln cape. Alternatively, you can use a obsidian cape, skill cape, or any other melee boosting cape. Then again, for the amulet and ring, I chose the same as the magic setup, so it felt not very interesting. Now the weapons, you can use any weapon you like above level 70. I recommend using either God Swords, Dual Chaotix, or Dual Blades of Nemora and Avarice, which are very cheap by the way, and a very good option. You don't see them in the setup here, but they cost around 3 mil, and 3 mil is way easier made than Dungeoneering tokens for Chaotix, and they're 287, meaning they have the damage of a Chaotic weapon and the accuracy of a Drygor, which is a tier 90 melee weapon. So, all in all, pretty simple. The inventory is the exact same as the magic one, except for that the super melee potion is there instead of the grand magic potion, which boosts your defense, strength, and attack. And it's pretty much the buyable overload, so to say. Then again, prayer potions to get your prayer back and to pray magic against the Waterfiends, and sharks to heal yourself up. Here's a clip of me killing them with Dual Chaotix, the Kiln Cape, and full Bandos. Now, as you can see, I do hit them pretty hard, and sometimes I do yet again splash or miss. That's because the accuracy of the Chaotix aren't high enough, and the Waterfiends are weak to ranged weapons, so you will have a higher accuracy with ranged weapons, and therefore a lower accuracy with either magic or melee. But don't let that fool you, you can easily kill them with melee, and still get an experience rate of over 300k experience per hour. As for the drops, I haven't mentioned this before, but they're pretty much worth picking up, except for the snake grass. But the noted talismans and water orbs are pretty useful, as they can add up in profit in the long run. Now I'll leave a clip in here of me killing them with dual wield, and me killing them with a God Sword two-handed weapon. Now again, if you do not know how to make a proper action bar, you can copy mine if you like. It's a general one, and it should work just fine here. Now for the range setup, you can pretty much choose anything. And with anything, I mean anything above level 60. Yes, you can kill Waterfiends with an Elder Shortbow and Black Dragonhide. Now I would not recommend doing that, but it is possible and you'll still get an XP rate of over 200,000 experience per hour. Now if you need to know how to train ranged, I have a 99 and 120 range guide on my channel, which I'll link in the description and in the card section of the video. Now the two examples you see on screen both use Armadillo. A Kiln Cape, a Blood Fury, a Ring of Fortune, and two different weapons. Now you can get away with Royal Dragonhide because it's good armor, but I do recommend Armadillo because it's the tier 70 armor and it has more defense bonus and more ranged bonus. Now for weapons, I am using a crystal bow for the tier 70 ranged weapon on the left, and a royal crossbow for the tier 80 weapon on the right. Now if you have a better ranged weapon like a Noxious Longbow or the Decimation Bow, you can use these as well. Also the glaives of the God Wars Dungeon 2 boss Gregorvik are useful here, and the crossbows work fine. The Black Salamander, which is also a tier 70 weapon, is good here as well, and it uses Harlandatar as ammunition. And the inventory is pretty much the same as the magic and melee one, other than the potion, which is a grand ranging potion instead of the super melee potion or the grand magic potion. Then again, prayer potions to keep your prayer up, and the super prayer renewals, they're pretty much a prayer renewal and a prayer potion in one, if you were wondering. And the sharks, of course, to heal up. Here's a clip of me killing them with a ranged setup. Now I didn't mention this earlier, but the corruption shot and blast ability for both magic and ranged are super useful here. Not only are they a good bleed ability for one-on-one attacks, but sometimes when the Waterfiends cluster up, you can area bleed a few of the others without aggroing them, and therefore lowering their HP for when you do attack them, making them easier kills and faster kills, and therefore boosting your experience per hour. Other than that, killing them with ranged is really easy as they are weak to ranged. I recommend using your high damage abilities like Snapshot, Bombardment and Snipe as often as you can. Death Swiftness, which is unlocked by completing the World's Wakes quest, is also a useful ability here. Excuse my fail right there. And if you've completed the dig site and you have some struggles with surviving, you can also use the Ice Asylum ability to heal back some HP and maybe even help your friend if you're trading together on Waterfiends by healing him as well. That was the end of my ultimate Waterfiends guide. If you found the guide helpful, please leave a like or even consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.